Welcome to the maternity diary. Welcome to the maternity diary. So when you feel sad, all you gotta do is go to YouTube and search for maternity diary. And you feel joy, 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 joy. Welcome, guys, to the maternity diary. I hope you are not gloomy because of this topic, okay? Today we are going to do the second video on the secret mom truths. I know when we start to talk about the secret mom truths, some of you get scared. You try to hide in your corner, especially some of you mommies. No need to hide. This is a safe space for all of us. This is where we can be as vulnerable as we can. Today's second mom truth is I feel like I have lost myself in motherhood. Okay, and this is a very heavy topic, and a lot of times some of us do not even want to admit that we are going through this stage at all. And like, imagine like just a few years ago, you were free to move around, to go everywhere you wanted to go dancing, visiting all your friends, having fun and doing everything that you like. And then suddenly you get married. It's not so bad. You give yourself about 3 to 4 years. You're able to travel abroad, to go study, do your masters, and then you can visit all the countries that you want, go globe-trotting. At some point, that's what some of my friends were calling me, like the globe-trotter, okay? And, and you're able to do all of that. And then all of a sudden, you get pregnant and well, you see that pregnancy is not all that you thought. Like, first you started pregnancy, you're like, oh, it's cool, it's nothing, I'm able to move, I'm able to do what I want. And then all of a sudden, you feel like, oh, I'm in so much pain, I'm having discomfort, I'm not able to eat any food, I'm not able to eat the kind of food I want to eat, I'm always throwing up, I can't even cook, because when I begin to cook, the smell of the food, makes me want to puke, and at that stage you're like, okay, maybe it won't be this bad, pregnancy will pass very soon and I'll be back to myself. And then now you have your beautiful bouncing babies, and all of a sudden you see that your life is just revolving around your kids. And honestly, sometimes you think that, oh, it's just the first 3 months that the baby will be crying, needs me all the time, waking up every 1 hour or 2 hours to feed. So, well, it's okay, it'll pass. It's a stage by 6 months when my child starts eating solids, I'll be fine to be free to move around. When I need to go out with my friends, I can quickly do that. I can do this, I can do that. And unfortunately, the truth hits you right on the head, and you begin to realize 2 years have passed. It's the same 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. You're like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, I feel like I'm no longer myself. And to be honest with you, you still are in control of your life. So at this point, it's not like you are not in control of your life. You still are in control of your life. However, your usual like spontaneous actions that you take no longer happen. Before you make a decision, you always have to be very critical about what you're going to do. For instance, like let's say you're going to party or go to a friend's party, you can't even just get up and go without making provisions. Maybe, okay, who's going to take care of the kids? What are they going to eat when they come back from daycare? what time will they sleep, who can take care of them while I'm away. I need, even while you're at the party, you're probably even let's say you're able to even attend the party, you are even thinking, oh God, I need to get back, it's their bedtime, or it's almost their bedtime, I have to do this, do that, do that, do that, do that. You know, it's an endless cycle. And the last time I was asking a friend whose kids were teenagers now, they were 17 and I think 14. I was asking her, oh, so at what stage, you must feel free right now, right? Because I can imagine that right now they are independent, they can do anything. It was just like, trust me, you are never going to be free. Even when your kids are old, they start having their kids. Oh my God, that's when you probably have another headache again, grandma duties, you know. So yeah, it's just a very interesting life cycle that we have as mothers. At this point, unfortunately, or fortunately, actually, fortunately, you always put your kids' needs before yourself. Okay, so I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to give a few reasons why mothers feel like they lose their identities, okay? They lose themselves in motherhood. And guys, before I go on, I don't want anyone coming to attack me in the comment section that, well, you knew what motherhood was about before you you became a mother and all of that. I am not saying that these things that I'm going to mention, these reasons I'm mentioning, are a bad thing in itself. It's not a bad thing. It's actually some of the things that people feel like, oh, because sometimes you don't even know why you feel like you've lost yourself in motherhood, and these are some of the reasons why you may feel like that. Okay, so don't come bashing me. First and foremost reason why moms feel like they've lost their identity, they've lost themselves in motherhood, is because at this point everything that we do, our whole lives revolve around our kids. Okay, and like I said, yes, you're at a point you think, oh, this stage is going to pass soon, they'll become independent, and no, it doesn't happen. And you realize that constantly every single thing that you have to do, every single decision that you take, is always revolving around the kids. What you're going to eat, maybe sometimes you need to do some skill upgrade, you need to go to school to study a few things, and you're thinking, okay, so if I do start this class, how exactly am I going to manage with the kids? Okay, I can't go at this time, or I can't study at this time, and it will probably be a waste. And so our decisions are usually and mostly surrounded around the kids. Our decisions sometimes to even go accept an invitation, let's say to even another kid's party, is still dependent on your child. Because for instance, if the night before or a few days before you were supposed to go somewhere, even with your kids, your child suddenly falls sick or gets a cold or something, your whole plan is destroyed. Okay, and it's not surprising that at this point, because you're like your whole life is revolving entirely, everything is around your kids, you feel like, oh God, what's happening to me? What's happening to me? I used to be a fun mama. I used to be like a fun person, and I thought I was going to be the most fun mom, and I probably am not, because I'm still, everything is around the kids. Number two reason why a lot of moms will feel like they've lost themselves in motherhood is because we begin to stop taking care of ourselves. We begin to stop caring about how we look, okay, whether physically, even when like our hair is out of place, we wake up, our hair is all over the place, we don't even get time to take care of ourselves, and then the kids are up, you're feeding them, getting them ready for school, and then maybe you have to rush to work yourself, so you just take your hair and then tie it in a bun, and yeah, I'm gone, I just wear anything. And it's unfortunate, actually. It's really unfortunate because, like I said in the last few weeks video, it's important to take care of yourself first so that you can take better care of your kids. Because some moms sometimes can look like they're crazy women. You see a mother at a mall with, let's say, kids, and she looks all out of order, and then her own child looks like so prim and prop. I'm sure you've seen that kind of scene many, many times, especially in the supermarkets. Like you see a mom looking all crazy, her hair is all over the place, and then the children are looking. And usually at this point, you begin to feel like I'm no longer as attractive as I used to be. And trust me, look, your girl here used to look really good. Like I didn't have this big arms, which I'm still trying to get rid of before the end of the year. I did not. I used to feel very attractive. And you know, sometimes like now, and I tell myself, if even then there were times I didn't feel attractive. And at that time, I used to go to the salon every week to do my hair. Like every week, I'm looking gorgeous. Something is happening. Every week, I used to have my eyebrows like fixed. I used to go do my pedicure and then my manicure like every week. And it was very common. And now, trust me, I don't even remember the last time I went to the salon. Unfortunately, I don't remember when I went for someone to do my hair for me. I think the last time I had a pedicure was in July. That's 6 months ago when I visited a friend, and on the last day, she said, no, you know what, let's go have a girls' time. Okay, time out. So we, the girls, went out and we had a pedicure and manicure done. And honestly, after that time, I haven't done it. So it's like at this point, a lot of times you feel like, oh, I'm no longer attractive, I don't look good, my skin, having too many breakouts, and oh, what's happening to me, you know. Yeah, I used to like taking care of myself. What's happening right now? It looks like I don't even care if I don't look good. I don't even care if, yeah, I'm going out and I don't even have a lipstick. I just have like, I don't even put on lip gloss, you know. And you need to try, like, I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. Another reason why moms will feel like they've lost their identity is because as a mom, let's say before you became a mom, everything is like fast paced. You're going here, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing that. But then the moment you begin to you have a baby, you realize that you have slowed down a lot. The things that you'll be so spontaneous about, you are no longer spontaneous about. You have to take extra care, like plan out what you want to do, and even with that, you are extra slow at doing it. And yeah, and especially like moms that, let's say, have back-to-back babies. Okay, so let's say you have a baby in January, and then by next year February, another baby. So constantly, like, you've had to like sort of get back to the pace where you are being slow with a newborn, okay, instead of running around with a toddler all the time. And yeah, it can really get to as mothers. And you know, being slow sometimes, even when you begin to have kids, you realize that sometimes you could maybe before you had kids, you were hot-tempered, you were someone that like was totally different. And the moment you have kids, your temperament, your personality entirely changes. Okay, I had a friend whose sister was one of the rudest person I'd ever seen on earth. Like, she was super, super rude. And then this lady gets married, and then she has a child, and oh my god, I'm like, who is this person? Like, I was terrified of her before, and once she had a baby, she was an entirely different person. She was like the sweetest, the calmest person that I had ever met. Like, I was so shocked. I was like, no, I think this phase is going to pass. And guess what? Her child is 7 years now, and she is still as calm as she was when she had a baby, you know. So sometimes at this point you feel like, oh, you've lost yourself, because this is not me. Like, usually I'll be upset by now. By this time, I'll be telling you like to get out of here, you know. I would not tolerate this nonsense. I wouldn't tolerate this kind of attitude someone is giving me, or this kind of behavior that someone is, you know, spewing on me. And all of a sudden, it's like you have so much patience. You are slower to anger, slower to react to things like this, and you begin to ask yourself, oh my god, I've changed, I'm no longer who I was before, what's happening to me, you know. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. Oh yeah, so Another reason why moms can feel like they've lost their identity is because while being a full-time mom, you're still a full-time worker. Okay, so at this point, you're working. You come home, you're still working, and unfortunately, at work, you would be working so much, putting everything in, and at work you feel like you are not even you don't feel fulfilled at work, okay, because maybe it's not paying well, it's not giving you that kind of measurable results that you would want, that kind of self accomplishment that you would want. Okay, so at this point, a lot of mothers feel like I've lost my identity because at this time, usually, if I didn't have a child, someone would say, "Oh, I would have quit long ago. I would have quit not knowing what my next step will be." But then at this point, you do have kids, you have a family to take care of, so you can just get up and say, "Okay, I'm quitting, I'm like resigning because I don't have fulfillment in my work, or it's not paying well enough," and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of mothers like can feel really frustrated, feel like they've lost themselves. They are no longer who they used to be prior to having kids. But I must say that don't forget, the motherhood is priceless, okay? I mean, nobody can be able to pay you enough for being a mother. Yet, it is the most or one of the most rewarding things on earth to do. It's like you can't be paid. They can't put a price on motherhood and say, "Okay, I'm going to pay you 100,000." No, you can't even pay me $1 million. Even though if you wanted to pay me $1 million for being a mother, yeah, why not break it up? Mothers would feel like they've lost their identity in motherhood because they no longer have the freedom that they used to do before. They used to have before, and trust me, I have never had like great freedom because at a young age I've always had to care for my family, my brothers, because my mom unfortunately passed on very early, and so I had to take up a lot of responsibilities. I didn't have all that freedom, but even with that, I still see a huge difference between that and now when I have my own kids. It's still not the same, because even then maybe I still had to always plan out, and I didn't have as much freedom as I would want to have. But I it's completely different when you have kids. It's completely different because if you feel like you didn't have freedom, then this you don't have like even the tiniest F in the freedom, even before you get to the rest of the freedom. Yeah. So a lot of mothers feel like they don't have the freedom to even travel, to go on vacations, maybe to just get up and say, "Okay, I just want to go to a spa and stay there for some time." Like you can just get up and do that. And so it becomes a struggle for some mothers, or a lot of mothers. It becomes a struggle for us because we are like, "Oh God, what's happening? I don't even have the freedom to do what I want to do." And like even before you travel, okay, with let's say you decide, "Okay, I want to go on vacation," you can't be spontaneous about going on vacation as a mother. Like at this point, there's no spontaneous action that you can take when it comes to that. So even if you plan to travel with the kids or without the kid, you still have to plan it because you can't have that freedom to just get up and move around, pack your bag and go. Oh my God, this one is like my top, okay? A lot of mothers feel like they've lost their identity. And the reason because they feel they've lost their identity is because of lack of sleep and rest. It's as simple as that. A lot of mothers do not prioritize their own sleep. They do not prioritize they resting enough. And to be honest with you, if you, a mom, are deprived of sleep, trust me, you're going to feel like you are lost. You are no longer yourself. If you do not take care, you can just black out at some point, okay? And too many times as mothers we prioritize like, oh, I'll prefer let the kids sleep, let the kids sleep, and you yourself will not sleep. They sleep and you're still up doing something. You wouldn't rest. You're constantly moving around. Look, sometimes my kids are eating, they're relaxed and eating, and guess what, instead of me to sit, relax and eat myself, guess what I'm doing? Maybe I'm rushing to eat like fast, 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 so that I can move on to the next thing instead of taking my time. And I mean, for me at this point, I feel like sitting and relaxing to eat. Or it's a luxury. It's a luxury that I sometimes do not realize that it's for me. I should be able to take those, like, those opportunities. So please, moms, you're not prioritizing your sleep. This is why you feel like you're lost in motherhood. And a lot of times we do not know that that's the reason. We feel like it's something else, but it's as simple as lack of sleep. And so the next time when your child goes to nap, please do a power nap also with your child. Do not use that time that your child is napping to do some cleaning up. No, please, please, please do some power naps. I remember that 2 years ago, I visited a friend right here in Calgary. Hi, Adrina. And to be honest with you, since my high school days, after my high school days, I've never taken a nap in the afternoon. Never, never, never. Like, nighttime is only for when the sun is down, okay? And I remember when I visited her, the first 2 days, she was like, okay, when the kids sleep, let's also go have quick naps. And I was like, what are you talking about? Since when do mothers nap during, like, when the kids are nap? She was like, look, this is an opportunity for you to nap. Because I was like, but we have to cook dinner. She was like, but we need to go to nap. So I remember, like, when our kids usually used to have like around the same time of napping. So as soon as like it's 12, 1, we're like, okay, come on, kids, go nap. And sometimes, during the time that the kids are napping, that's the time I've planned to watch like a movie or something on TV. And then she'll be like, girl, you need to go nap. You really need to nap. This is the only chance that you probably would get apart from nighttime, So please, let's do nap now. And I appreciate you for that, my love. You did help me a lot. Even though I still do not nap in the afternoon, maybe I've napped once or twice after that time, like after that period. But it is important to nap. It's important to sleep. And look, a well-rested mom is a happy mommy and the best mommy. Let's talk about how moms can find their identity again. How moms can feel like, I'm no longer feeling lost in motherhood. Let's talk about that now. There are several ways that we can regain our identity. And number one is to find a way to reconnect with friends, whether it's old friends or even new friends. Please do find a way to reconnect with friends, okay? Even if it's via a text, or you send a picture to someone, or they send you, just try to keep up the communication, because we belittle this a lot. Sometimes as mothers, we do not even have time to even check up on a friend, and even forget about checking up on a friend. It's even for you, for you to feel like you're still connected to your friends, and that helps you not to feel like, wait, it feels like I do not have any friends anymore, especially like when your friends are not moms like you. Let's say they are like married but they don't have kids, or they are single, or they're in a relationship but they do not have kids. You begin to, like, a lot of times you realize that you are like backing up and you don't even know why that is happening. Please, moms, find time to reconnect with your friends, okay? If, like, I have a very sweet friend, don't beat me. I'll mention your name, don't worry. And the moment when she had her baby, like before she had a baby, like we used to talk maybe every other day. We would talk, chat and all of that. And then after she had her baby, a month passed, nothing from her. Maybe the naming, she sends me a picture, and then I'm like, you know what, we need to reconnect. Even if you don't connect with me, I will connect with you because I want to be able to find myself again. And even recently, what was the last week we spoke? And the funny thing is, we spoke. I decided, no, let me call. I haven't spoken to her in 6 months since she had her baby, and we spoke on the phone. And we spoke for over an hour, like, and it was a video call, so I could see her baby, she could see the kids also, and it was just sweet to do that, you know. And these are the little things that will make you feel like yeah, you're back to yourself. You need to make new friends as well if you can. Sometimes even at the park, that I've made very good friends since I moved here, and I only made them in the park. Okay, some of them I just made them in the park, and they had their babies, and we now we are doing play dates from time to time, you know, and you still feel like, okay, at least I'm in touch with someone else, you know, it's not just me. Yeah, so you can also find some mom groups to join, or meet new people. You can go to maybe some activity, or even the park is the best place, one of the best places to find, make new friends, or yeah, especially friends who have kids also like you. Try and have a hobby. Okay, like sometimes mothers do not have a hobby. Sometimes our hobbies are playing with our kids. Or doing stuff with our kids, reading with our kids, cooking with our kids. Like, well, I mean, that's also a hobby, but I mean, find a hobby for yourself, mommy. Find a hobby for yourself, mama. Okay, so do find a hobby for yourself. If it's painting, or like, find something that you can do that you can enjoy doing, okay, on your own or even with other people, but not your kids. Please, not your kids. You'll find time to do things with your kids also, but this hobby time, it's minus kids, please. And sometimes, like, we may think that it's impossible to have a hobby when you have kids. Sometimes we feel like it's impossible to have a hobby. And it's unfortunate because even taking a walk around the block could be a hobby, you know? And sometimes you can find like amazing things in your community that you never knew existed, because sometimes we are like stuck indoors doing everything with kids. Even if we have to take a walk, we take it with the kids, so we don't get the chance to actually explore, okay, even where you live, your neighborhood. And so this is the perfect time to have a hobby, even if it's exploring new places in your neighborhood. Come on, girl, what are you waiting for? Oh my god, mummies, mommies, yummy mummies. Yeah, so in order for you to not to feel like you've lost your identity, please, moms, I know this is difficult, but stop comparing your previous life, your past life, to the one that you have now. Please, 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 please stop comparing. Because obviously, like, it will never become exactly how it was before kids. It's never going to. If anyone lied to you that it's going to do that, trust me, it's a huge lie. It's never going to, because even if you have parents, grandparents who can take care of your kids for you while you're partying and everything, you're still going to come back home and you still have to take them, your kids, you know. You cannot like give them out forever. You still have to come back home to them. And so please, mom, stop comparing your previous lives to the one that you have right now. It's really important because it helps you not to feel like you're lost. And mommies, last but not the least, please do take care of yourself. That is one of the top things that would help you not to feel like you've lost your identity. Take care of yourself. This week I was telling a very good friend of mine that I have started making efforts to take care of myself, take care of my skin. Like, now I give myself maybe 30 minutes in the bathroom, okay? And that's like my alone time where there's no disturbance. I lock the door. Even if someone comes to knock, mommy, I don't even mind you. Unless of course something crazy is happening. Yeah. And so please, let's find time to take care of ourselves. If it's a long 30-minute shower, please do it. Okay, take care of your skin. Like, don't let yourself have breakouts before you try to do something about it. order, like, I mean, right now, go to your phone, look for like a body lotion, a body butter that you can use on yourself to, like, go online, read reviews. Okay, maybe this body butter can help me, and then you buy it. I'm telling you, even rubbing it, taking your time, not rushing and doing this, taking your time to rub body butter on you is self-care, and never take that for granted. Okay, like, there were times that we used to leave our hair like anyhow and we don't even take care of our hair. Like, oh god, unless of course there's a visitor coming, and then maybe you grab like a wig or a scarf and then just put on your head and all of that. Please, mamas, take care of yourself for you, not because there's a visitor coming in, so you have to look good. When you're staying at home, don't wear certain clothes like you are a help and like as if you're cleaning all the time. Please wear something like that makes you feel good, mamas. Wear something that makes you feel good. Okay, throw away all the stuff that make you feel like you are not attractive anymore. Throw them away or get them out. Okay, don't keep wearing those things. Don't keep like leaving yourself. If every morning you can even take your time, polish your face very nicely before the day starts, please do it, because it will go a long way. Like, I remember like when I was younger, I used to have crazily painful periods, and the days that I'll have like crazy painful periods, okay, that's the day that I will make up like to the max. I'll wear red lipstick and then do my mascara and then do my eyebrow. So those days, like in my uni days, if you see that I have done like I'm looking good, there's fire down here. That is why I'm looking good, because I'm trying to cover up and that I try to make myself feel better. Okay, so in the same way, moms, like some of these things can go a long way, and I'm not joking about it. Sometimes put your toddler in your crib. Don't hold him forever. Put him in the crib, even if it's for 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Start from there. Leave the baby in the crib. You can be seeing them. They don't have to be like far away in the next room. And then you can go and put on a mascara, try your face, or do a facial scrub, and keep your skin like glowing. And yeah, and it's for yourself, because if your kids see you, that's your growing. Like, they're seeing all these things. If you think they're not seeing it, it's a huge lie. They see everything. And woe to you if you have a daughter. She might end up being the exact same way, and you don't want to have them repeat what you have gone through. You want them to have a better life than you have. Okay, so please do take care of yourself this year. I beseech you, mommy. I beseech you. Take care of yourself. Give yourself days to go to the salon and learn a makeup tutorial here and there. Like, just go to YouTube, look for easy makeup. We'll be doing a video on that very soon. Very quick and easy makeup for busy moms. We'll be doing that, so look out for that video. Yeah, and then try, like, I mean, I totally understand you can be so overwhelmed that you forget to take care of yourself. And please, this year we are not doing that. We are going to feel good, as this is the year of health and wellness. Okay, wellness also is here, is there. Okay, so please, let's take good care of ourselves today so that we can gain back our identity. And trust me, there is no way that you have a life like you had before motherhood. There is absolutely no way. So please do take some of these steps to help you feel happy, to feel fulfilled as a mother, okay? And also be happy at the same time, because being fulfilled as a mother is also different from being a happy mom. You get what I mean? Let's try to merge that together, and that way we can be better mothers for our kids. We can be better wives for our homes and our husbands. So, mommies, before I end, let me say this. Your happiness, your identity is not lost. It's only hidden underneath some diapers and some onesies and some toddler tooties. So, yeah, it's only hidden. We just need to re-identify them by slowly trying to gain back our identity. So moms, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give a thumbs up, share this video with every single mom that you know. I urge you all, please share this video with every single mother or even a pregnant woman that you know, because the earlier you know, the better you can start to plan out how you can make yourself a better mom. So guys, until next time, don't forget to stay happy, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. And never ever forget that God loves you. See you next time on the Maternity Diary.